If x minus 1 is a factor of x cubed plus 4x squared plus x minus 6, then find the set of x values such that x cubed plus 4x squared plus x minus 6, this same cubic function, is equal to 0. So a short method of finding the other factors, because that's really what you've got to find. You have to factorize this, and then from those factors, you'll know what x values make it equal 0. So when you're given this factor, rather than doing long division to find the other factors, the way that I show my students is a short way of finding them. So because that is a factor, when you divide it into that, it means you're going to get a quadratic function. So x times what equals this x cubed term, and the answer is x squared. And then minus 1 times what number here equals minus 6, and that would be positive 6. So that means the only thing you have to find is this x term here, and then you'll have this quadratic. So the way you find the coefficient of this x term is to do it this way. So if you were to expand that out, starting with x times x squared, you would get x cubed. And then to get your x squared term, you would multiply minus 1 by this x squared term to get minus 1x squared. And then you would times this x by this x term to get kx squared. And when you combine those two terms, you end up with the 4x squared term here. So what I've done is just taken these two and then let them equal 4x squared. And then taking out a common factor of x squared, you then get k minus 1 equals 4x squared. And then equating the coefficients of the x squared here, or letting them equal each other, you get k minus 1 equals 4, and from there k equals 5. So that means this quadratic becomes x squared plus 5x plus 6. So to show that this is the correct number here, just multiplying these two brackets out, you get x times x squared is x cubed. So doing that one first, then minus 1 times x squared is minus x squared. X times 5x is 5x squared. Minus 1 times 5x is minus 5x. X times 6 is 6x. And then last of all, the minus 1 times 6 is minus 6. These two become plus 4x squared. These two become plus x, and then the minus 6. And this is the original cubic function. I could have worked this out by, instead of finding my x squared terms, I could have found my x terms and done minus 1 times kx, and then x times 6, and then used a similar thing that I've done here to find the k value. But you only have to really look at either the x squared term that you get when you multiply these two out, or the x term, and I usually pick the x squared term. So that means that the cubic being equal to 0, which is what you're being asked to find here, the set of x values, so letting that equal 0, then that becomes x minus 1, this bracket, equals 0, and then this easily factorizes into x plus 2, x plus 3. From there, the x values are the values of x that make the bracket 0, or each bracket 0. So from here, x equals 1, minus 2, and minus 3. And then putting your answer in set notation, the answer is the set of x such that x is equal to minus 3, comma minus 2, 1, or this one here, x is an element of these three numbers. So that's a really short way of finding the factors of a cubic rather than doing long division. And I must say, in all the past exams since 2000, I have not seen one long division question on any of the exams, the methods exams. So anyway, that's how you do this one.